Hey guys, Joe DeMarco from the Crazy New York Driver Show with a complete recap of eBay Open 2016 in pictures. Guys, I just got back from eBay Open and I had a great time. We're going to now review the whole entire wonderful session in pictures, and in a future video we'll do actual video clips. But let's get started. Okay. I arrived a day early and I checked into the Venetian Hotel. The Venetian is a real classy and expensive place, but take a look at these neat rooms. This is a rip-off snack section, which I'll talk about in a future video entitled My Evaluation of the Venetian. What trip to Vegas would be complete without at least one Elvis impersonator? There you can see what they call the High Roller, which is located at the link. There's a picture of the Strip. This was when we went one night. I went with Debbie and we waited for the volcano to explode, and it certainly did. Picture of that. There you go, the Vegas nightlife. Here I am heading up in a random elevator. That's the casino floor. Again, that is actually leading from the casino floor to the elevators. I took these pictures before the event started. I was basically just killing time. Lobby. Ceiling of the Venetian. They have a waterfall there that's active 24 hours a day. Actual gondolas, and yes, it does cost money to ride them. And the operators of the gondolas actually sing. Here is the eBay Open registration desk. First day in the morning, I was one of the first people to register. I'm talking like maybe in the first 10 or 20. This is the lobby of the waiting area. People milling around. You may notice that some of these pictures are not as clear as they should be because this group was taken with my digital camera. Soon we will be transitioning over to my iPhone camera, which was much clearer and better. These pictures were eBay radio during the lunch break. Here you can see all eBay radio fans. I'm sure you'll recognize many of these cool people. That's the eBay radio team. And as guests over here you see Jason T. Smith and Nadine. Okay, I'm sure you know here, this is Mr. Devin Wenig. And he will be in a future picture, which I think you guys will enjoy. There you go, people milling about. This was during lunch, so as you can see, some people are eating. But I was making more use of my time by trying to take as many pictures as I could. They had various stations open. This one happened to be the donut station. This was the ice cream station, and you know I never did get back there to eat any ice cream. Sad but true. This was in the evening of the first day I shot these. That's a random slot machine. I mean, what trip to Vegas would be complete without a picture of a slot machine? Another random elevator picture. This is what the lunch spread looked like. There were several of these stations spread out through the meeting room all over the place. This way many people could feed at one time. This happens to be a presentation that I attended for social media and later on Seller Hub operations. There you can see the social media one. And I just took a screenshot of the screen that they happened to have up at the time. Here is a little watering hole. This is where we would get our drinks for lunch. As you can see, I'm sure you recognize some of these cool cats. Another random elevator picture. Before this radio is out, there will be a whole collection of random elevator pictures. I was fortunate enough on Thursday morning to be one of approximately 50 sellers invited to a special breakfast that was located herein. It was for us to meet one-on-one with eBay executives and discuss concerns and policies. And it was really, really good. This food here was A+. Check out that stack of bacon. How could you not love that? Another shot. As you can see, everybody's happy and milling around, eating, getting ready to go to our first session. During the sessions, there would be 15-minute breaks out in the hallway where they would have cake and coffee and other kind of things for us. And I guarantee you I gained at least 10 pounds from this particular event. Here's another presentation on managing your reputation on eBay. Okay. I took the chance while I was there to stop in the customer care center where you could get your account evaluated. Now I know I have 100% feedback and all that, but I figured I would stop in anyway and get mine done. I had a nice talk with the customer representatives. This line here was to go see the fray and attend the eBay party, which was going to be held shortly thereafter. Now, as you can see, the line is starting to get long. Very long, in fact. And I'm up kind of near the front of the line. But again, that doesn't mean anything. This is the line actually going out to the buses. eBay rented at least 10 of these beautiful tour buses to take us to go see the fray. The buses queued up in the Venetian parking lot there and took us over to a place called Brooklyn Bowl to go see the fray and attend the eBay party. Now, as I said, there was about 10 buses. I happened to be in bus number 2. Can anybody guess what was the number of the bus that broke down? Only one bus broke down, and it was bus number 2. Correct, the one I was on. So we got onto bus number 2 here, thinking we were going to make it. We never did. We wound up on this particular bus, and it was going to be off to the session. Let me tell you something. These buses were really nice. They were mainly Volvo buses, state of the art with all the amenities. This is a view out of my bus window. I took a view of the high roller as we passed the link. There's another view of it. Now what they did was they pulled up in front of the link, because that's where we had to park in the street there in order to walk over to the event. That's the bus behind us. And another bus pulling up. As I said, there were 10 of them. There was over 1,000 people at the eBay party. This security guard here was actually doing nothing but directing the eBay buses in, because it was a very tight turn, and as you can see, the white bus there on the screen is pulling in, and he's going to direct him in too. That just happened to be a huge Hummer I took a picture of. This is the group of us on the way to the Brooklyn Bowl, which you can see up on the left. Getting closer. Notice the marquee. Welcome eBay Open Sellers. This was a private party for us only. eBay rented this entire place, and I'm telling you something, this place was great. This is the beginning of the line to get in the Brooklyn Bowl, so I had to go past these folks, and these folks, and these folks, and these folks, these folks, these two, yep, had to go past these guys, these guys, these guys, yep, we're still walking, and we made it. Now we're online. This is the fray in concert. In one of my future videos, in a day or two, whenever I get a chance, I'm going to upload this footage on a separate video. They sang many of their popular songs, including Save a Life, and I'm sure most of you guys know that song. This was a really big score to get the fray to play a private concert for us. This is coming outside. I took a picture from inside the bus. I wanted you to see how it looked. This is inside the bus. This is getting off the bus back at the Venetian. There's another one of those random elevator shots. By now you guys have a nice collection of them. This is something I want to talk about in a future video. How the Venetian charges people top dollar. Absolutely top dollar for those refreshments I showed you. And these things, I don't even want to get into this. Do you know they're charging $5 for a can of soda? And to boot, if you pull out one of those bottles and look at it and put it back in, you're automatically charged for it. That is the Venetian policy. But I will get to that in a future video. There's the prices of those overpriced snack foods. Look at that, will you? There I am after just receiving my badge. There are some people hanging around right near the casino entrance there. That's eBay Radio, Griffin Lee. eBay Radio, Griffin Lee, joined by an eBay guest. Jason and Nadine on eBay Radio. There is Mr. Devin Winnig. And look who's with Mr. Devin Winnig. Let me tell you guys a really quick story about this picture. So this was in general session, and Devin had done a little stint on eBay Radio. So I approached him, and I asked him if he'd take a picture of me. And of course he said, sure. But before that, he said to me, are you a Mets baseball fan? And I'm like, wow, how do I answer that? I'm hoping Devin is. And Devin says, well, listen, I want to give you something. He reaches into his pocket and pulls out a $20 gift card. Yeah! So Joey got a $20 gift card for eBay. So that worked for me. There I am in front of one of the general session presentations. That's the audience behind me. That's the audience to the left of me. That's back to eBay Radio again. And again, there's eBetsy. There are some friends of mine who I got to meet. You may recognize some of these people from being eBay employees. That's Anastasia on the right there. She's an eBay seller like us. This was the contest for the best eBay costume. And you don't have to worry, guys. I did not dress up. That's again the contest. There I am. This was a party in a bar called Rebar. Jason and Nadine were doing a live show from Rebar. So a bunch of us carpooled it over in about 5 or 6 cars. And we hung out there one night. This again goes back to that private breakfast for the eBay sellers that I was invited to earlier. As you can see, some of the slides are not in order because I was using 3 different cameras. I did what I had to do. And there I am, lining up to chow down. Can't blame me for that. This is our table. There I am sitting at the table. There we are. This was taken on one of the last days. It was another presentation. And again, that's Shan. Many of you guys know Shan if you happen to be in some of the Facebook groups. That's Mr. Valente. I spoke to him. He was giving a presentation on the Seller Hub, and I spoke to him at length about some of the problems I was encountering. One in particular, but I'll save that for the future video when I do the discussion. And I'm sure you recognize many of these cool people. This was the customer care center I spoke of earlier. There's Hal Lawton addressing us. This was the eBay Shine Awards, and you can see all the confetti raining down on us. It was pretty cool. Those are the winners of the eBay Shine Awards, and this was the grand prize winner of the eBay Shine Awards. That's Cindy. This is a bus heading back to the room one night. This is us in the bus. This is another line from earlier. Me outside. In the eBay party itself, where the fray was playing, they had quite a few things to captivate you. The first person I ran to was the magician, which was this guy right here in the blue jacket. He could really manipulate a deck of cards. He astounded us with several card tricks, and he could also make a credit card spin in midair for about 25 seconds. I saw this myself, and I have no idea how he did it, but he did it. These were eBay cupcakes they were serving. This is the fray playing. They also, in addition to providing this wonderful band, they had a station to do caricatures. I don't have mine uploaded, but I will, and I will show it to you in a future video. And they also had a tarot card reader, which I did not get that done because I don't want to know what's going on with my future. There is Mr. Hal Lawton, who I ran into. And of course, I asked him if he'd take a picture with me, and he was very, very receptive. And yeah, we talked about my videos and all that. You would be surprised how many eBay executives have actually seen these videos. I've told you guys many times, these videos are a good conduit to reach the eBay executives. In addition to that, they also had some people taking pictures of us, quite a few of them in fact, and it was just a really, really super good time. This is in the bus getting ready to head back to the Venetian after the event. The last morning, we had a special breakfast that consisted of champagne, where we toasted our fellow sellers and eBay itself. This happens to be the table I was sitting at. This was the last day, which would have been Friday morning, okay? Again, from Friday morning, that's my friend Dan. Dan again. There's Griff. I met him. I didn't get a chance to take a picture with him till Friday morning, almost toward the end of the event. Can you believe it? This is a picture of my friend Jason's house. Jason was very nice enough to invite quite a few of us over to his house and see his tiki collection and all that. But guys, that is it for part one of the eBay Open 2016 and pictures video. Part two will be the actual video with the actual sounds so you can appreciate it. And then video number 3 will be my Friday video where I discuss the whole event in person, what we've learned, and what I can share with you. So guys, thanks for watching. Remember, I'm Crazy New York Driver. You're not. Rock on. Comment below. I sure hope you enjoyed the video. See ya.